The National Guard in Alaska is just now becoming accustomed to the new Blackhawk helicopter. The state-of-the-art in helicopter technology arrived in the state just last year, and it's already been on supporting missions for the Alaska Scouts. Reporter Ray Ettridge has that story.
The Blackhawk helicopter, of which there are now 4 in the Alaska Army National Guard, might be described as the nearest thing to Star Wars technology. The rotor blades can take direct hits from shells up to 23 millimeter in size, and the chopper will continue flying without failure. It can seat 11 troops and fly at a maximum speed of 164 knots.
Major advantages for our state is the 2-engine reliability. The UH-1 only has 1 engine, so and we have a lot of wilderness area. 5 minutes from takeoff from Anchorage here, heading out toward Nome, for example, we could find ourselves in a real survival situation if that single engine quits. So the major advantage of this machine in this state is the 2-engine reliability.
Astonishingly enough, the new machines are being delivered to some National Guard units first, as required by the unit's mission. The regular Army at Fort Richardson isn't expected to get any for a couple more years. The reason, the Alaska Army National Guard has more of a statewide mission in combat support and in search and rescue.
We use it to support our scout battalions located in Nome, Bethel, Kotzebue, and Juneau. They are the headquarters for the Guard units that are scattered in the villages around those areas, and having no roads, we rely on aircraft quite heavily to haul the cargo out and take care of administrative requirements for those battalions.
Although an all-weather helicopter, the Blackhawks are receiving something of a test in Alaska. They have a 300-mile range, but the Guard says they do hope to see the choppers modified to carry more gas and increase their range over the state in the near future. Ray Ettridge, TV 11 Eyewitness News.
And Anchorage Guard is also the 3rd organization to put the helicopters in use worldwide.
Well, basically, it's 1970s technology compared to 1950s technology. So it has redundant systems as well as greater speed, and it's all around just a lot better helicopter.
Flying just inches above the treetops at over 200 miles an hour, the Blackhawk is the fastest helicopter in the U.S., nearly 70 miles an hour faster than the UH-1 Huey helicopter it replaces. Instrumentation is all computerized, but despite its sophistication, the 3-man crew says the Blackhawk is easier to fly than its predecessor.
Getting into a Huey after flying the Blackhawk is like getting into a Volkswagen after driving a Mercedes around.
The Alaska National Guard is supposed to get 4 Blackhawks a year over the next 3 years, but recent military budget cuts may keep that from happening. David Selesky, Channel 2 News.
Earlier, the 1st Squad spotted an infantry platoon on this ridgeline. They were heading north. They called in an airstrike and inflicted some casualties. The remainder of the platoon was spotted in...
Hold it. X-ray 5 Charlie, X-ray 5 Charlie, this is Uniform 6 Alpha, over.
Uniform 6 Alpha, this is X-ray 5 Charlie, over.
Enemy sighted in Sector 2 Bravo, over.
Enemy's been sighted in Sector 2 Bravo.
Squad, listen up. The enemy's been sighted in Sector 2 Bravo. Get the gear straight underneath the tank and give me a squad formation.
The weather should be no factor. The winds are out of the south about 25 knots.
Okay, Tim, our mission is to insert 2 squads into Sector 2 Bravo. Let's get the aircraft ready. The troops are on their way.
I'll get it ready.
Cargo hook.
Open and safe.
APU control switch off.
Off.
Air source heat start switch APU.
APU.
RCT handles forward.
Forward.
Blade ice power off.
Off.
Clock set and running.
Set and running.
Backup hydraulic pump switch auto.
Auto.
Anti-collision lights as required.
Off.
Left panel lights set.
Set.
Battery switch on.
On.
David,
avionics on. I'll get this side. Caution advisory panel. ACS failure advisory lights check on. Press to extinguish. Engine fuel system selectors are indirect. Ignition switch on. Clear on 1. 1 clear. Engine start. Either collective and time. Number 2. Clear on 2. Visors down. Down right. PGT is still above 150. Looks like a good start. Coming hot on 2. Clear on 2. PGT stabilized. On number 1. Hold. Okay, Tim, give us a clear all the way around. We're going to be bringing them up. Looks good outside, sir. Okay, you ready to load? Let's load them. Okay, here they come.
Thrill never wears off. I don't think it ever will. Up here, you have to keep in touch with everything that's going on around you. A lot is riding on the decisions you make. It's a big responsibility, and that's exciting. But before you can fly them in the air, you've got to learn how to fly them on the ground.
Climb to maintain 4,000, hold.
Guard 25972, roger, position and hold.
Yeah, 16881. You on final approach this time, sir?
1681, that's part of, sir. Could you give me the inbound heading?
Headguard helicopter 16881, your position now is 5 1/2 miles northwest of the Ellicott non-directional beacon. Fly heading 150, maintain 3,000 feet.
1681, left to 150, cleared for the approach.
Roger, 881. Over.
I got your book for you.
If it doesn't work right in the hangar, it can only get worse in the air. Without maintenance, nobody goes up. It's as simple as that.
Hey, Constable, we have to deal with this aircraft before we can go flying today.
But the decisions that a maintenance crew makes aren't simple. They can make or break you in the air. lot more than just memorizing procedures and knowing the hardware. It's being part of a team that can pull off just about any mission. And it can take you places you never dreamed.
Okay, got 2 scouts up on the ridge line there. Okay, there, guys. Yeah, looks like them.
Okay, Tim, we're down. Get the doors open.
Doors open.
Let us know when they're ready.
They're in and ready to go. Okay, the 2 scouts are in. Clear to fly. 100% systems, avionics, and crew. Let's go.
All right, clear?
Check crew, clear.
Okay, you've got the takeoff. I've got the park.